It's back. Becky back.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, it's fine.
I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
Fine.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
Woo!
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Woo!
Oh, you're back.
It's just talking about you in chat. God. Hi, Apocalypse!
And none the worse for wear, I see.
Figuratively speaking. I was almost dead there for a bit. Well, turned into a monster.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
I love that his weapon is evolving. Yeah, I know it's covered in dragon blood, but now it's almost like the iron or bronze in it is rusting, so it has that kind of rusted bronze look.
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
More complicated how?
The Emperor's dead. Yetu Brutus.
Where to begin?
Etus.
After entering the Empire via Razad Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead.
Hey, I didn't. I absolutely fucking didn't.
But his soul lives on. And he has wrested back his flesh.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't burn the body after.
Xenos Ye Galvus. Nor did the surprises end there. For no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Do you not remember Astinian about me, and especially Kier over there? So where was that agility the last time? That sword is half. It's a spirit sword because it's reformed part of itself. I've seen him in action, his body at least. You best not. You bet. Will not best him alone. Of course. Nay, death will not come easy to that thing. If you would join me, then by all means. For what good it will do. I be Astinian. Black Wolf and the Azure Dragoon. I suppose this might suffice. come then? What if I don't wanna? Pierce him, why don't you? Holy fuck! Yeeted! Huh? What? I didn't mean to hit that. Damn. God. Cat! Can you get rid of that pin? Unpin. God. Ah! Get yeeted or penetrated? Or what would, uh-huh. What are we talking about? Ah, the simple pleasure of one's own flesh. Truly, there's no place like home. See, we're already making all, even Xenos is over here making the sex jokes. Abomination. Whatever he is, Ishnai was barely a match for him. If we stay here much longer. Emperor Varus, your radiance, are you alright? We may wear out our welcome. Your radiance, no! Even the most middling of sport be spoiled. The world conspires to bore me. But I have no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. Xenos! Well, any bright ideas? Retreat? Just one. Gun? Gah! Julia, I don't know why I yelled that horribly. Your radiance! Didn't I try and kill those two, or did they survive the fight? Intruders have taken flight. I must repeat, the intruders have taken flight. Deploy all available Magitech armor. We cannot let them escape. Weren't they on a different battlefield? Oh, I am playing... Worm blood. Alert, alert! Intruders detected. Clear away. No, let's say this. No, it kind of... There they are. Stop them. With what? Hope and a prayer? Let's keep moving. I mean, we are in enemy territory. You won't escape. Fuck. Focus on the Magitech armor first. Everything is here and in my way. I think I'll focus on whatever's in the fuck my way that I can see. Which I guess the Magitech armor is taking over everything I see. I mean, you did call out that you were gonna do this, twins. It seems like your fault. This way, quick. I feel like this is later gonna become a dungeon. We make ourselves easy to marks by moving together. I suggest we split up. Alright then, I'll take the low road, so to speak. We'll see you outside. Stay safe. Where do I go? The Imperial Way. Principal dynamics. Woo! Well, well, someone's been busy. Nothing fucking stays dead! What the fuck? Arch Ultimate. Violet prototype. You would bar my way, would you? So be it. Come, Nidhogg, lend me your strength. Half-naked man. I don't think about it. I'm looking at it. It seems we've afforded an impromptu field test. Ready battle. Oh. Alamorn. Does attack over time, okay. Yeah, I figured, but I mean, it's still using the same idea. It's one of those, it never fucking dies, does it? We already had a failed weapon work this time. Why don't we continue to try and make the same goddamn weapon to use against me? Haven't much time, but I... Sample 14. Not working. Castrum album. Finish. Angry salamander. Really, that's attack. That is an attack, sir. Increasing your max magic attack field. It works. I don't know if we count that as work. Unstoppable. We'll see about that. Sounds like unsinkable to me. Nidhogg, shut up, you
Taste my lance.
Sure, but we can't do that on Twitch stream. Anyways, bitchin'. This other plot, it's true, but I mean, Garleans and their Machina. Now, where are you, Gaius? Well, to be fair, wasn't there like a girl that like twice had sex actually on Twitch stream and only got like a 2-3 day ban?
Are you alright?
Not the first time around. The second time since it got passed around. Yeah.
Peer into my past, did you?
I mean, not like we have a choice on these things.
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
Relive the experience? Yeah, I got control of his body. That sounds wrong.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours, but no matter.
Hi, Key!
Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
I know, right? Gotta taste his lance!
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
I hope I didn't ruin that drink too much.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds.
Hey, it wasn't completely by choice on that matter. I also did save a bad future.
My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray.
And Gaius et tu.
Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose.
Yeah, but didn't MXelk say something about using it? Or it being important, so I wouldn't put it past the emissary having something, some stockpile of it.
Apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
Yes, because I still haven't gotten her.
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry. I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
For now.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead.
Well, also the Emperor's dead, so that's
Speaking of
the second
which,
one.
I'll see
Secondly,
that Riel and Al Shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
oh yeah, anger, jealousy, throttling somebody's neck. Yay! I mean,
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
cute fluffy face, Justinian, please, for me, just so I get to hear your voice and see you more. Damn
Sorry,
it.
but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Oh. Goliath the person.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
That's from his mother. I mean, Kirti is not his mother, but it's like mother.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
It's not my fault I have this gift.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
Except I won't. The only time I got rest was during the times that I was forced to actually go, you know, lay down. And you're not forcing me to lay down, so Though they have yet to find a workable solution, Y'shtola and the others are making progress, and we cannot ask for more than that. You must be shattered after all that hopping back and forth between worlds. Why not stay here and rest for a while? I'm sure Beglog will manage without you. They've got enough science to help them, if you ask me. Or do they? Meanwhile, in Garlemald, no expect that. Yep, absolutely. Traitors! Would you deny Lord Nerva the throne? Ah! Meanwhile, in Garlemald, yes. Mold are fighting between each other. Onwards! Before this day is done, our victory shall be ours! And this is how Rome fell. Infighting. First of all, stretching their forces too far, and then infighting. Boring, boring, boring. Do you think? I find it amusing, like dogs herding cattle into the slaughterhouse. That Hugh, your soul is. Who are you? Before your majesty, I am but another dog, lost in want of a new master. A hunting dog, if you wish it so. For I know full well the prey which you would seek next. Zodiac. I'm trying to think through my head how many people I really like. And in the sense of you're being a sarcastic motherfucker. And how things are going, I'm betting MXalc is not dead. I'm betting the Emissary is not dead. I'm betting La Habrea, they say is dead, but I have severest doubts on that also. Who else that I think I hate that should be dead? I'm quite sure the Emperor will come back to life for some goddamn fight. I don't know, they'll resurrect the fuck out of him somehow. Thinking through other Imperials I hate. That brother will come back somehow. However, the Moon Lady will not, sadly. There'll probably be another Ascian that's pulled out of the ass that I haven't seen. Or we've seen in that cutscene that had 13 of them or whatever around, and because I think we've only killed the one female we know of, the La Habrea, Lollybread, that other one, and of course the one that the first killed. So I mean, I can list off all the people I fucking favorite persons is back, because nobody seems to fucking die. Hell, at this rate, Nidhogg is back because he keeps referring to his goddamn staff as Nidhogg. I mean, his, lance as Nidhogg. There is talk of resettling some of the old abandoned villages, too. They're even laying on free Talos to help anyone willing to make the move. Free Talos? Ha! We'd best get packing. Steady work, board, and lodging? If that's not a recipe for hope, I don't know what is. Oh! You're still here? Hope? Yes. As long as I live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. Who are you? You don't look like him. I mean, you look like him, but you don't act like them. This is my destiny, to see our dream fulfilled. I mean, you're not voiced. Why is that? Why are you back alive? I'm confused! Ishnai, might I ask a favor of you? I'm not normally one to pry, but Philomene has been oddly distracted ever since you came back to tell us of your travels in the first. Would you go and see if she's alright? I mean, that might be him, but something just the way that they have the... Like, they had the Dutch angle kind of thing. That makes me very... You don't use Dutch angles like that to signify that something's okay. I remember killing Lollybread. I remember killing, No, it's a quest line. Not touching that right now. Lollybread, the lady, you know, when Lollybread and them join bodies kind of thing, and then the one that I always hate when I get the trial for, which involves destroying that rift because it affects time and space kind of thing. And, of course, MXalc. Yes. They became Marika and, Radagon. Not Radagon, my mind's out. You know what I mean. Alright. Kitty is glad for your return, though it remains to be seen if she has glad tidings. Yeah. Say, well, Apocalypse said join bodies. Yeah, it was like the two, the female, Ascian and La Habrea joined together into one body, and I was making a reference to the America and the Radagon. Yeah. But that was a while back in the storyline. Ishnai, my, what a pleasant surprise! If you come to inquire about the Archons, fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporal aether. Mustn't grow complacent, however. Potent though these magics may be, they are not without limits. I can only hope they afford us time for the Crystal Exarch to complete his work. If only we could go with you to the first to help. Pardon the interruption, but I come bearing urgent news. Ah! I was about to say you! I didn't remember your name, but good that the game actually, had it. Maxim. Yeah, he's the Garlean guy. That was supposed to help Alphino become an emissary, but then was shot down in the middle of the burns. It's been too long, my friend. And then was basically branded a traitor, because they weren't expected to come back alive. Forgive me, I don't believe we have been formally introduced. I am Maxima, former Garlean ambassador. I remain here in Eorzea under the auspices of Commander Aldin, offering what counsel I can in hopes of resolving the present conflict within the Empire. Yeah, he was a part of the peace group that was being undermined and thrown to the wolves. Ah, yes, I have heard stories of a defector from Garlemon. But never mind you. You said you have urgent news? Indeed. As you may have heard, the Imperial capital is in turmoil, and a sizable portion of the Garlean forces have been recalled from the Grimdark. With their numbers so greatly diminished, the main host of Alliance has withdrawn, leaving the Almegan resistance to keep watch over the border. And it is where we have welcomed the most unexpected visitor who claims that this de-escalation may belie growing dangers and unforeseen threats. Commander Aldin has arranged for an impromptu meeting to discuss these revelations. He would also request a representative of the Scions to attend as well, though it was clear whom he wished I extended this invitation. How do people know that I'm actually officially back? It would seem time is of the essence. Well, you'll not be attending this meeting alone. Though I am not well versed in the affairs of city-states as our comrades, I see no reason to burden the single Scion with all this. You won't be burdening! I will literally just be sitting there and nodding. You know, it's my presence that matters more than anything else. The people who actually know how to do this shit are still sleeping. Yes, of course. Then we must make for the Almegan quarter with all haste. Well, what are we waiting for? Get going, you two! You know, Tataru, you probably fit more in for doing this. I know you're the Scion secretary, but you're still part of the Scions. Don't worry about the others. I'll keep an eye on them while you and Kiri are away. No, you're from your conventional chat with me on this? Okay. Yeah, Tataru's the one that's always around. Why can't she go? She's also apparently a very, very savvy businesswoman. Much has changed since the first time we set foot in the city. Now we strive to preserve their freedom rather than reclaim it. But we've got no time to reminisce. We must keep the commander waiting. Commander! Waits for us at the Royal Palace, if you would follow me. Is that a threat? Nobody touches Tataru. Do I finally get the names of your two companions?
They're here, Commander.
Gaius?
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark.
You could say that.
Not that I understand half of it. When the Scions spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury.
Go figure.
I trust you two require no introduction.
No.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea.
Yes, we meet again, Black Wolf of Garlemald.
Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence.
Yes.
Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand.
You say that. I swear they're gonna bring him back somehow.
Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right. The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
Yay.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
Exposition, yes.
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing.
I know, I have to do that quest during roulettes.
But you know as well as I how that tale ended.
Yeah, they keep fucking reviving it
The
somehow.
weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
I repeat, people staying dead in this game. Everybody else doesn't seem to stay dead, except for Hoshafat
The
and...
7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery.
That... Nevo or whatever. Yeah, but I am main protagonist. It's expected of me.
What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea.
Oh, target practice.
We
DPS
attempted
check.
to stop it,
Practice.
but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did, though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
I mean...
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope.
Of course.
Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them.
Except please forsake them. Also, the way time works in this game is I could do faff about for however many hours doing something else.
But the
Which
fact
LOL
remains
one?
that you and you alone have faced the Ultima weapon and emerged victorious.
In side quest, yeah, I know,
We need
right?
you.
You've always fucking needed me,
And
Radabon.
so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
Sweetie, it's not the begging part I need from you. It's the proof that you won't stab me in the back afterwards.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Anon. Is this unlocking the whatchamacallit?
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon. Our friends' plight grows
Save
ever more
whatchamacallit
precarious,
battle for save
and none
the
save you can join them in the first.
save the Queen Blades of Gunnar. Okay. I don't have to keep things down on my computer. I don't have Discord open currently. Though we can okay.
I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
Me forced to make a choice? Never. Should probably do the Gunnar thing though. Doman Artclave. Starting the hailed to the Queen, Kagane. The board paved difficult decisions. We can ill afford to ignore the threat the new Ultima weapon, but with each passing day, the plight of the Silence grows more and more perilous. If you cannot stay for a debriefing on the Ultima weapon, I will not stop you. I only ask you to confer to me before returning to the first. So it's this one? Ruby Doomsday? Here you can see this. I take it you're ready to return to the first? Then I would ask you to apprise the others of recent events here in the source, namely Xenos' return and the development of the new Ultima weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure them that Master Matoya and I will continue doing what we can to keep their corporal aether stable. Safe travels, Ishnai. I hope to see you in the other Scions soon. I'm gonna jump over to Kane for this, though. Because it's something that I should do. To level up other characters on the side thing. Extreme Hail to the Queen. Yep. Look back the leaf on Kitten's face. Kitten's face. You have saved in a great deal of time. Milady! My, what auspicious timing! I intend to send you a missive to the Rising Stones, but it seems it's no longer necessary. Master Hancock wishes to speak to you in regard to the matter of grave import. I can but imagine what other duties have yet remained to your attention. Still, he would request you meet him at the Ruby Bazaar at your earliest convenience. Yay, I get to talk to him. Greetings, Auditor Madam. What do you... Yes. So she returns at last. From what Tataru has told me, you've come rather a long way, to put it mildly. And while the silence remained locked in slumber, she sought aid from all corners of the realm. In fact, it was I whom she first turned when searching for a champion to assist her in your absence. Though, as you have no doubt surmised, I did not call you here to discuss such matters. I have received word from Lord Hien of the Bojan Resistance, that the Bojan Resistance, our comrades in the Eastern Alliance, seek the aid of distinguished heroes in their fight against the Empire, and naturally your name immediately sprang to mind. Didn't realize they were part of the Eastern Alliance. Indeed, though the city-states has long since fallen to the Gallian machinations, the remnants have agreed to join the cause. And with the Empire now in disarray, they would seize the opportunity to fight back. If you would know the details in full, I think it best you speak with Lord Hien. His endless list of commitments make him a hard man to find, however. So perhaps you can have one of his attendants at the House of the Fierce track him down for you. Of course. Those at the House of Fierce are familiar with Lord Hien's busy schedule. Maybe I'll locate them. Yeah, blah. Coffee. Just a little bit of coffee. All the coffee. Some of the coffee. None of the coffee. Greetings, my lady. Lord Hien has been expecting you. When word reached us from the Boson Resistance, Lord Hien knew at once that there's but one woman who he could turn to. He left to the coattails not long ago. The view of Doma Castle helps him calm his mind. This way, if you please. Yeah, the view of his destroyed home calms his mind. You are a sick man. So we are currently rebuilding Doma anyway, so... Coffee. All the coffee, none of the coffee, some of the coffee. Might exist the coffee. This way, atop the broken bridge. She will be most glad of your arrival. Yo. Standing in the rain, looking badass. Well, with starting, sometimes electricity works. Do not take my advice. Do you remember the first we shared a view of this castle together? still under Garlean's control, perhaps. Yet for all their wickedness, its beauty would not be so easily sullied. It is good to see you, my friend. You must forgive me for foregoing pleasantries, but our guest here is in dire need of your help. Marsak of the Resistance. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. As you no doubt already heard from Lord Hien, I mean, it works on cars, you know, jump-starting it, but like I said, I am no doctor. Do not take my jokes for actual medical advice. My people seek to reclaim our homeland from the Empire. Under his auspices and that of the Eorzean Alliance, we aim to do just that. However, we recently received word that the 4th Imperial Legion has been making plans of their own. It has long held the province of Naxia, Dalmasca, and Bonja in an iron grip, using its Dalmascan headquarters to build a bulk of its forces. That is, until recently, that is. Actually, electrotherapy, if done in the correct ways, can help. But it has to be done in the correct ways. They were just using it willy-nilly. There's an actual... they've been talking about trying to get that... try that out on my mom. But cost and us having to go up to Tennessee to do it. Nashville. Drive all the way up to Nashville. And do it like... Well, I think it's like once a week or so. It's just one treatment and then you go back. I think it's once a week. Yeah. But it's small jolts. Correct. It's just the things that have changed nowadays differently. They appear to divert resources and manpower to their forces stationed in Bonja. In fact, 3 battalions are en route as we speak. We thought perhaps to strike before they can fully assemble, but the Bonjan resistance lacks the means to drive them off on its own. Aid from Dalmascan resistance groups may have sufficed. Sadly, even Fran of Linnet's Tears have been unable to bring an end to their infighting. All hope is not lost, however, for Lord Hien has made a most intriguing proposal. An idea not my own, I must confess. We have our old friend Getsu to thanks. As the Empire tightened its grip on Doma, our people were at a crossroads. Would they lay down and surrender or stand up and fight? You sought me out, that I could become the spark that lit the fire of rebellion. Yeah, small, precise electroshocks, yeah. But yeah, also way in the back, yeah, and how Hysteria was basically, what was disobedient women, but well, at least with the nowadays the electroshock share therapy, it is first of all small shocks, not the amount of voltage that they used before. It's at precise regions in the brain. And it's not done for long enough periods like they had it before. It's no more than what people do when they test your reflexes, kind of precision. When they hit your knee or something. Show off! Same must be done for the Bonjans. They require a standard in which they can rally, a symbol of hope to steel them for what is to come. Lacking a living figurehead such as Lord Hien, my comrades and I looked to our nation's past for inspiration. Therefore, we found the answer we sought. Gunnord's blade. Well, I mean, I know I haven't been doing the the gun breakers stuff, but we do have one from there. They were the late guard of Queen Gunhilder, and possessed the weapons blessed by the gods. Their exploits would become legends. Purely stood by gotcha? Yeah, that too. Could understand that. Would become legend after defeating our peoples against Alligans in the Third Astral Era. The strength of their steel was matched by only their dedication to the Queen. Should one lose their life in her service, their holy blade was then passed on to a successor. In time, their title would lend itself to the most renowned of their weaponry, the gunblade. But in truth, each member of her guard was a master of a unique weapon. Though these sacred relics have been lost to time, would see them forged anew. Armed thus, our people would know no fear, and drive back our oppressors, just as Queen Gunhilder did of the Alligans. An admittedly lofty and otherwise unattainable goal for one such as I, which is why I have traveled so far and wide in search of great minds, and greater minds who might lend us their aid. I mean, greater heroes. We would be honored to have one of your renown at our side. We have valued the Vajdan's commitment to the cause, and it would see that their plans come to fruition. Unfortunately, duty demands that I remain here. I could not in good conscience leave knowing the Empire yet threatens the border to Alamigo. Should you choose to accompany him to Boja, I might ask you also act as a representative of the Eastern Alliance in my stead. You mean the person who just stands there and nods? Leave it to me. Oh, I actually say something. Jokes. Quips. Hi, Ash! How are you? It's been a bit. How's your summer break been going? Thank you, my friend. If there's aught else you require of the Eastern Alliance, you need only ask. Safe travels on both of you. I understand being busy, but thank you for showing up either way. Summer's alright, almost over. They gonna get back to school soon? So boring. At least it isn't stressful in being that too much going on. Airship to our base has been prepared for us at the Enclave's dock. I hope to see you there soon. For that, not gonna lie, they synced up to level up from 91. Switched. Wait. Ready to depart. Have you finished your preparations to meet me at the dock and we'd be on our way? Good that I didn't teleport immediately away. Oh, there it is, off to the middle, absolutely no... Oh! 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 What kind of rocket? I'm betting 100% that it will do better than Boeing's rocket. Jokes, quips. Nitrous and ethanol. Nice! Our destination is Gangos, the Resistance present base of operations. To ensure we remain unnoticed by the Empire, This ship is one of the few permitted to travel twixt Doma and the other provinces. Should you need to travel to Gangos in the future, I ask you do so here. Coming aboard, miss? Yes. What you doing? Whoa! So about how big is the rocket? Yay. New people. That we should play host to the liberator of Doma and Alamigo herself. I did not think you would be persuaded to help us. 16 feet long. Nice. I am Basalian, leader of the Bojan Resistance. Not the best choice for the job, if I'm to be frank, but I'll bear with the title all the same. About how high are you going to try? Are y'all hoping to get it up to? Bloody hells, man! You won't inspire much confidence speaking like that. You're quite right, Master Geralt. Well, you're here. Won't you come and welcome our guests? Hi, stranger. Huh? What in the Seven Hills are you doing here? I don't know. I don't know why, Geralt. I just can't seem to stop ending up where you are. Expect to... It's 21k. Nice! Eordia's greatest hero and our finest blacksmith. With the two of you here, our plan to succeed. With that, Queen Gunhild... we're here to witness this. Oh wait, Ishnai, just between us, I'm only here to pay off my debts that Black-Hearted Snake ruined. I was betting. She's been selling supplies to the Resistance, and they happened to mention they were needing of a smithy. And she went and told them I was the greatest bleedy smithy in the realm, and with the skills that put Bragot himself to shame. Can't rightly say I'm even half what she claims, but do me damnedest. They'll happily ply me with good grub and even better booze, so play along, will ye? Now that you're both here, I believe it's time to make our times be made clearer, right, Misha? Yes, of course. Our goal is to reforge the weapons wielded by Gunhird's blades. Simple in principle, less so in execution. The weapons themselves, and most of the text denoting the history of Her Majesty and her guard, were lost to the devastation of the Fourth Umbral Calamity. That said, we have managed to obtain certain pieces of information, and coupled with Master Geralt's knowledge and expertise, we have made a great strides in reproducing these vaunted Blades of Eld. We've worked out the manner of weapons that they wielded, the shape and the weight, even the materials needed for me forge, but we've learned bugger all about what gives them spirit. Dead bodies, dead souls. I'm just maybe guessing there. It said Queen Gunhild etched a holy script into each blade, thus granting them the power of the gods. Unfortunately, no records of any such engravings remain, but there is still hope. Of course there is. Though not as but pale imitations, there once existed replicas which may very well have been bore the inscriptions. Alas, they were lost when Boja's citadel fell. Do you know of the Boja incident? Do I look like I'd know? 15 summers past, the Garleans were conducting experiments, seeking a means to make contact with the lesser moon Dalmud. They believed the satellite to be possessed of immense power, and a lunar transmitter was erected in hopes of harnessing it. But when the transmitter was activated and the signal sent, Dalmud responded with an immense blast of raw energy. The destruction wrought a defied reckoning. The citadel, the relics of Queen Gunhilda's kingdom, naught was left but smoke and ash. Hope ain't lost yet, though. The citadel's been wiped off the bloody map, aye, but there's still ways for us to find those inscriptions, or so I've been told. I would say, you cold, yeah? I am Hope! An explanation better left to one more knowledgeable than I. Oh, friend! She's back! Yay! My mind's dying on her name, however. I am so sorry. Mikoto. Yeah, Mikoto! I also like the music. Damn. It's good to see you again, Ishnai, though I had hoped to accomplish more before your arrival. I'm sure your help will be as invaluable as it was aboard the Prima Vista. You're far too kind. If not for your heroism, Razma and Alma would have... Sweetie, they're fine! From the onset of our endeavor, it was abundantly clear that one versed in ethereology would be essential. We relayed this to the Alliance, whom they introduced us to Mikoto. She is said to be one of the most brilliant minds among the students of Belson. And yet it is my ineptitude that demands your presence here. I was all but certain that Geralt and I alone would suffice at this, alas. We need more murder! Ahem. The matter she speaks of is concerning a long forgotten practice of the holy men who once inhabited these islands. Utilizing uniquely aspected crystals, these seers would be able to provide succor for those with ailments of the mind. They possess the ability to shape their very memories, removing those deemed harmful and replacing them, that the patient may find some semblance of peace. I too dismiss the notion of such practices could exist, that is, until recent excavation unearthed the compelling evidence of their work. The crystals we believed were used in their healing. Unfortunately, we were unable to discern how they are meant to be used. It was at this juncture that we petitioned for Mikoto's assistance. Well, lass, made any progress? My initial analysis suggests that the crystals were artificially created at some point in the distant past. The materials used suggest they most likely produced by ancient peoples of this area. What's more is the ethereal signatures strikingly similar to the oscillatory activity of brain waves, which, when made to resonate with the distinct frequency of NRR type harmonic vibrations of an individual's... I've done it again, haven't I? Well, you stopped yourself quicker than ever. I think a simpler approach is in order. Ahem. Every living being is comprised of a corporal aether of the flesh, incorporeal aether of the soul, and the ethereal residue of their memories. Were one to be possessed of only corporal aether, they would be but a walking corpse. Conversely, entities comprised of only incorporeal aether are referred to in layman's terms as ghosts. In either case, they may also retain some of their residual memories. Zombies and ghosts, I follow. These crystals are able to isolate and resonate with the ethereal signature of memories. This allows the seers to probe the minds of their patients. That's all well and good, lass, but what if their minds ain't what it used to be? Or they're too deep in their cups to remember what you're looking for? An excellent question, Master Garot. We're all possessed of two types of memories, explicit and implicit. As their name suggests, explicit memories refer to an active remembrance of previous experiences, while implicit memories are acquired and stored passively. For example, when making a new acquaintance, their appearance will become part of your explicit memory, allowing you to recall that information. Should a great deal of time pass without meeting, however, such recollection will prove difficult. Like how I couldn't remember your name, but I could remember where you're from. Yet in that moment, your mind also takes records of sounds and smells of your location and the temperature and so on. Perhaps a demonstration would be better explained for this phenomenon. Don't we need some sort of spell? Thankfully, that will not be necessary. When I first told you about the seer and their practices, I was immediately reminded of your ability to peer into the past. Echo, echo, echo. I believe these people were blessed with similar gift. For that reason, they were chosen to be seers. Though I too am possessed of the echo, I lack the ability to peer into the past, as you do, and thus have been unable to wield the power of these crystals. That's why we called ye here. I thought originally it was just people on the top of the list of people needing help. Until now, I could do not but posit theories. With your help, however, I may now put them to proof. And you, Master Geralt, shall be my first test subject. Just torture the drunkard, will we? Ishnai, I would like you to recall the last time you experienced the echo. Concentrate on that feeling. Master Geralt, I need you to recall a memory of the past. It may be anything you like. You better not be poking around in there, digging up something savory like, you hear, lass? Please, Master Geralt, focus. I don't like how it sounds bubbly. This is most unexpected. For reasons I cannot yet explain, it appears the echo has allowed me to accompany you into his memory. I know why, because then I don't have to explain it to you. You're a skilled smith, Geralt, and there's no denying that, but you hold money as well as your liquor. Well, what bloody good is money if you can't spend it? A man has to live a little, Rowena. Aye, and it wouldn't hurt for a man to use his head either. With all that talent of yours, I reckon you'd amass a small fortune by now. Could be you sitting on the syndicate instead of old Goldbert. As if I ever want to be anything like that doddering old half-dressed. You're half-dressed. I didn't realize me memory was so sharp. As you can see, implicit memory is surprisingly comprehensive. From the clear skies and the ocean waves, down to the exact words of your conversation. Everything appears to have been perfectly preserved. Somebody should never go into my memories, because none of that is perfectly preserved. You weren't listening to that, were you? Okay, I lied. There are some instances where all of that is very preserved. Every time someone gives you good advice, you turn around and do the complete sodden opposite. I used to like that in rebellious streak of yours. Hey Rose, how are you? You used to like that rebellious streak of yours, but now I see you're just a bloody idiot. Honestly, I don't know what I ever saw in you. Whatever you think you saw, it ain't as if I've changed since then. And you haven't neither. Still as beautiful as the day we met. Oh, my screaming? Whoa, hold on a moment. I ain't saying nothing like that, I swear. I'm the last mug of ale. You don't have any more mugs of ale. Implicit memories, while quite comprehensive, are not always true to the fact. In case of painful or otherwise undesirable experiences, they can be obfuscated to protect ones from the hard truth. 7 days to die? Our perception of reality can also distort them as well. Even when the first committed to the mind, then as time passes, such distortions can grow. Happy memories can become more joyous, while sad ones all the more bitter. Explicit memories is particularly sensitive to such misrepresentations of events, for man is wont to remember that is most convenient for his worldview. That is why we seek implicit, for there's we are most likely to find the truth. Aww. Oh, you could get it in the game. I think that's the... both those things are the wedding one. Those are expensive in real life, too. The truth? Me and Rowena were only here a week ago. Don't tell me my memory's that bleeding unreliable. You're also a drunk. Self-imposed delusion, perhaps. As I said before, the mind has a way of concealing painful memories. Or they were married once. Well, need to get another account to get married in the game. Yeah, trauma and nostalgia and pros, yeah. So most likely they were married before it kind of fell apart. I ain't feeling so well, if you'll excuse me. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, better aunt than a mom. I know, right? Foxes make real best houses. Yes! As you see, the crystals allow us to choose specific points in a person's past to observe them well. Unlike the echo, however, what we see will not always be what it really is. So would though the dress is nice, I'm not gonna go through the... I have other dresses that I could use. Oi. Fox girls are better. I'm not gonna start that fight again for the philosophers of the times. There still remains the matter of finding one who had seen the replica weapons in their inscriptions. At this present juncture, we might as well be looking for a ghost. After Galarian invaded Bozja, it was all but cut off from the world. None were allowed in or out, meaning all of its residents and likely any who might have glimpsed the weapons died when the citadel was destroyed. You know, I found this out, like, looks maxing or whatever apparently is, a big thing. And apparently, one of the things to rate girls' faces, whether they're cat face, fox face girls, or like, there's an entire list on girl face looks. I'm like sitting there going, so, what? I'm like, the fox face? Well, no, there's this app that like rates your face shape or whatever, and like fox shape girl faces are like and it like rates your personality along with it, and the look foxy. Yeah, I guess, but I'm like sitting here going what about soldiers stationed there who were away at the time of the incident? Bah, even if we were able to find them, I doubt they could be persuaded to cooperate. Oh, looks maxing is both male and female amounts. There's both sides of those. And in fact, women are the more of them to do it long before looks maxing actually became a term. No, please, Lord Varus, no! You saw it too, my visions. They are not what has come to pass, but what is yet to be? Yeah, women have always done looks maxing. It's just... to some degree. Would be the... crystal allow us to share my vision as well? Mikoto, Ishnai, are you two alright? I would think that it's basically trying to look the most of your preferred gender. Sid Garland? Son of the monster behind the Meteor Project? Clearly, life as a woman is so much better as a man. Oh. I bet they learned pretty goddamn fucking quickly that life isn't so much better as a woman. Hopefully. Come to think of it, Yugiri mentioned that Doma and the Eorzean Alliance have been receiving your support from Garland and Ironworks. I thought that the company should be used... that the company used such a moniker is mere happenstance. You mean that to say that Sid Garland owns this company? Son of Midas and Garland lives. He must be summoned at once. If he were at the Citadel prior to its destruction, it's quite possible he may have seen the replicas. That is... yeah, it is definitely unhealthy as fuck. God. Fate is indeed cruel mistress. Pinning our hopes on a Garlean, the get of the bastard Midas, no less. Is that truly no other way? Stop being racist. Sajin, please. Very well. I only hope our fallen comrades can forgive us. Definitely unhealthy as fuck. Damn. And I bet it makes it about 1,000 times worse, because even then they still can't get a woman, because, it's their personality that's trash. Just so misogynistic. Oh, definitely. Please bring us to Sid Garland for the people of Bonjan and for all of Ishbard. Yeah, they probably do, but they've basically probably constructed their whole life around being single. The problem of their life is being single, so it just feeds into itself. Our exploration of Master Geralt's memories was a success, large in part to his trust in you, I suspect. It's how fortunate that you should also have good acquaintance of Sid's. I'm sure there's much you can do to prepare, so I will not keep you. Is there something else? That you should know Sid Garland is hardly surprising. I only hope he's not so engrossed in his work he cannot find time to assist us. I won't keep you, unless of course there's something you wish to ask me. Son of Midas Garland, an imperial deserter. My curious company we keep. Forgive me, is there all... No. I don't imagine he sympathizes with our plight, but from what I gather, he has no love of the Empire either. If that will suffice in persuading him to aid us, then so be it. I hear there are engineers stationed in Ragor's Reach. Perhaps you can be a searcher of Garland there. Yeah. But I mean, constructing your whole life, like, on the fact that you can't get someone with someone on being single in that sense. You've created a life outside of needing to be with somebody else. They've constructed their whole life of believing they have to have somebody else. I'm also kind of escaping the whole, you know, not doing the Omega stuff by doing this. Say, aren't you Ishnai? Savior, or is it? Can my titles stop getting any longer, please? Just you. Hey, you! You look strong. Get over here. Savior Orza, Liberator of Alabigo, and so on and so forth. My name's Elijah, the newest recruit to the Ironworks. What can I do for you? The chief? Too busy by half, according to Jesse. Between you and me, though, I think that's a load of... Hi, Jesse. Oh, do go on. A load of... I'd say a load off your shoulders it must be, knowing the chief is back from whatever he's doing. Speaking of whom, Ishnai said she wanted to speak with him about... What was it again? 1 a.m.? Yeah, it's almost 12. God, should go to sleep. Nah, never. God damn it, Leja. You might hear better than most, but you're a terrible listener. Would you mind starting again from the beginning? Sleep is for the weak. Yeah, but you're also about to go, you know, to work, most likely. I see. Well, you just missed him. Shiryu's well is due for maintenance, and he had a mind to oversee it personally. That said, any matter concerning you is top priority. I'll see if I can reach him. Good that I am top priority for Sid. I take it this is the average day for you? Must be hard. Always having to put on a brave face as you're thrust into danger. People tugging you this way and that like some sort of errand girl. I know, right? No, it's not that we don't appreciate what you do for us. Goodness knows I do. In fact, well, you see, I'm something of a fan. Oh, God. It's okay to be thrust into things, yes. Estinian. I know the Ironworks seem to be on... I knew the Ironworks worked with you on occasion, but I didn't think I'd have the chance to meet you in person. Can I shake your hand? Elijah, Sid's being back took a load off my shoulders, but not yours. Don't you have work to do? Oh, right, work. Duty calls. But hopefully we'll meet again. But wait. I no longer throw rocks, though, as a conjurer. So I'm not a rock star. She says you'll meet you at the Doman Enclave. Not the most convenient locations, but it'll have to do, I'm afraid. Also cost-worthy. Jessie is best. Well, among the best, because there's also Y'shtola, and, you know, we could keep listing off best girls, but... all best girls. One more thing. The Boja incident something sore spot for the chief. Well, it's a rock star. Something can be a star without actually being a star in the sky, because sometimes stars is also known as a shape or a symbol. Even if it was an accident, most people outside the Empire remember it as a massacre. The chief tried to put a stop to his father's experiments, but his pleas fell on deaf ears. Even now, he still blames himself for it all. I'll say, maybe it might be easier if, you know, it's full of, you know, hot air. I might tell them to, you know, stop sending me around doing shit. But no, I just nod and continue on, looking impressive. Anyways, I hope you sleep well, Ash, and it's good to see you again. And I hope the rocket stuff goes well. I should have tried harder, he'd say. I could have saved him. I could have saved them, all of them. All that genius, and the man couldn't find a way to forgive himself. I refuse to be thrown onto a bonfire for my choices of best girls. So I will not be making that best girl tier list. So if you're aiming to go digging through this past, be careful. I dread to think what demons he's got locked away in the brain of his. Oh, no more than my demons. I guess I have to be a... She's as tough as a Magitech armor plating when she wants to be, but her heart's in the right place. A shame she's always so busy. As are you, if I'm not mistaken. I won't be keeping you any longer. Best of luck. She said he'd be meeting you at the Dome and Enclave, didn't he? Well, best not keep him waiting. I mean, we could say the same about Genshin. And Honkai, and... Actually, they need to keep adding girls and boys to Honkai. Bum, 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 bum. Hi. Master Gollon? Yes, I've seen him restlessly pace around the Enclave. If you wait here, she'll come by before long. Speaking of... We're working on it. It's hard to believe this place was, until recently, occupied by the Garleans. Doma has a long way to go before it regains its former glory, but they're off to a good start. So I've heard, if the Bojans wish to follow the Domon's lead, I plan to do what I can to help them. The Vesper asked, what did she bewitch someone? I might have bewitched somebody! Might have! But everybody can agree Alphino is the best girl. Sorry. I can't just... The comment comes from the fact that the Pixies tried to get him and Alizé to switch clothing. And the look on Alphino and Jose's faces when they was like, they were trying to get us to switch clothing! In fact, I've already spoken to Lord Head and agreed to divert part of the Ironworks resources to assist Omen's construction. No. No, we have not. I fucking can't wait! The offer seems to have been taken him by surprise, but I assured him, in the addition to the Ironworks' commitment to freedom through technology, I have my own reasons for reverse the destruction wrought by the Empire. While it's true I eventually defected, I played no small part in developing the magitech now used by their military. Sometimes it's the threads you can't see that have the strongest ties. With that I could cut them. The Empire's sins aren't yours to bear. Even so, not a day goes by that I don't think about the part I played in the atrocities they committed. If I could have made my father see reason, there would have been no Bojo incident. But I was powerless to stop them. Yes, you're right. There's a time for wallowing in self-pity, and a time for action. I plan to do whatever I can for the Resistance, but they're up against the 4th Legion. If they stand a chance, their allies here in the East won't be enough. They'll be needing all the help they can muster. I'm not entirely sure what part I have to play in all this, but I doubt anything I do now will be enough to atone for my past mistakes. But if it means throwing a spanner in the Empire's works, then count me in. Several cutscenes will play set aside. Will they talk for me, or will they not talk for me? If you're ready, I will begin our exploration. Think back to the time at the Citadel. You need to focus on a specific memory if that helps. Alright, just promise you'll be careful in there. No promises. Oh. What in the chapter with Aqua are we in? This is Citadel, right? At least I think it is. Was everything destroyed when you tested this before? Your recollection of the place appears grossly incomplete. I can assume your memory is being warped by your subconscious. Well, rather than stand here and labor over detail, let's look to the transmission over the Principa. If anything of port would have been stored there. You see that? A military base appeared out of thin air, or out of my mind, I suppose. Did he appear because he mentioned the Principal? I wonder? What in the world? The road just ends. A consequence of your incomplete memories. You have to think back. Where did this road lead? It all seems so absurd. Recalling the Citadel shouldn't be so difficult. Do you remember where the Imperial troops were heading? Not so specifically, no, but they were on edge. Something to do with Academia's work. Try recalling the cityscape. I remember the blue of the cobblestone streets. If not for the occasional military installation, it would look like any city. Wait, I remember. You've done it, Cid! The road has returned! Woo! We should be able to head north to the Principa if we keep heading north. Look, the transmission tower. Site of the incident. Damn it, the road is off again. Come on, Cid. You have to remember who you are. You are his son. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Ishnai. Try as I might, my mind is drawing a blank. Maybe there's something around here that might jog my memory. Psychological prompt recollection. Yes, that might work. Thanks, hon! How are you? Lord's not imperial design. Save note for these weapons, there's not to be found. Bye! Hope you sleep well, or hope your work goes well! Save note for these weapons, there's not else here. Oh, armored. Find smoldering remains of Medtech armor, no doubt left after a fierce battle. Weapons back at check right. The fighting had already started and I was... Well done, Cid. Press onward. Do I have to kill anything? Oh, it's starting to come back to me now. Woo! Oh. We must drive them out. That's a view of a scene. The tension in the air is palpable. That's right, the soldiers were on high alert. The resistance had infiltrated the Citadel to stop the academies. So is it possible we could tamper with this memory? Curious question, one I believe worth investigating. Shall we? Murder? Murder, murder. The answer is no. I see. They got res. The mirror appears to be mending itself. Interesting. Altering memories is easier said than done, it seems. Well, let's keep going. Off to the hole with you. No, please! Anything but that! I'm just reading aloud. That covers it over there. You know the price for interaction? No! Please. You good? Here we are, the principal. Inside is the transmission tower. Ugh! Ew! 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 Your demons are looking very tentacly. Manifest as your subconscious, so they seek to suppress your memory of the Citadel. I mean, the purges from your mind. We cannot let them. Why is your mind so tentacly? Alright, so then you think... I told him. Into them. Perhaps we could defeat these, but not the soldiers earlier. Perhaps they're not truly part of the memory. We can worry about that later. Come on, we're near the tower. It's a little further. Are we about to have a boss fight against his father? Huh? 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 Boss fight! Father! Boss fight! With a song. It's a Bahamut. Bahamut, but that's be another attempt by your subconscious to stop us. Please, Sid, you have to pull yourself together. Are we sure I'm not suffering from an onset of psychosis? Do I look like a psychologist to you? I just kill things. Oh, of course I give him that boost and then he can't. Yeah. I ever feel like he's mad at me enough to sound like that kind of blast thing? Oh no! Land of roses. I'm just gonna be here, running around in a circle. Ah. Oh, come on! Sid! 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 We're friends, right? Been holding on just fine. The rest of y'all been bitching. Mikoto. You good now, Sid? Have I destroyed your bad dragon? Perhaps your subconscious will now be forthcoming with truth in this memory. We helped solve his bad dragon problem. That's it? Do you recall this? Happening? Father was so angry that day. Father, please, if you just look over this data... Is that when his father became tempered as well? Enough, damn you. The next time you question me shall be the last. Now leave! You of all people should understand the risks. Why do you refuse to see reason? Yeah. Destroyed his bad dragon problem. So we could get a new... good dragon problem. Look here, he left behind his research document. It's rather unlike him overlooking data, no matter the source. He picked up the research documents and found a page after page of meticulous calculation and observational data on Dalmoon. Young Sid posits that the lesser moon may very well possess the ability to harness and manipulate solar power. Moreover, the vast stores of energy it amassed over the millennium should they be unleashed, would far exceed any parameters the transmission tower may have been designed to withstand. Yeah, to excel bad dragon problem. By the gods, this data, the Empire would invite a calamity. So many sleepless nights spent on those damn papers, all for nothing. If my suspicions are correct, then he was already tempered? Tempered? Never mind. Let us press on. The truth awaits us. There they are! The replicas of Gunhilder's blades. See, this is him moving up into other bad dragons. Less safe-feeling ones, but still. find a better dragon? Know your place. Well, the meteor project will not be stopped. Certainly not by the likes of you. Soulless. More lube. Oh, he doesn't have much as a beard. He is a baby Sid. No, no, this is wrong. Emperor Solus couldn't have been there. What matrix is this shit? No, please, Lord Varus. No! And oh my god, blood exists in this game! I always have to point it out because it rarely does! Sid, you mustn't forget, this is only a memory. Sid Garland, bringer of ruin, herald of ash. Your father must be proud. How does it feel to know such calamity follows in your wake? That your failings bring death of all you hold dear? I mean, he isn't an aventurine. And also, I keep surviving. Yeah, I would say, not enough lube. Or patience. And you would set this filth against me very well. But one fate awaits those who oppose the will of the Empire. Well, being that you're dead in more ways than one. The trauma is too much. He's losing control. But this memory is false, Ishnai. Perhaps you can alter it with the echo. Think of your truest friends. Biggs and Wedge! Oh, and them too. I was thinking, think of Sid's truest allies. That was always your greatest strength, instilling in others the courage to rise up, the courage to fight for what's right. Let's fucking go! I'm surprised I included Ryan in this. Though it's hard to try and do this when I don't have, like, the ability to pick them. Ariarsha, you get to heal since I can't. I have to actually be over the fuck. The fucky fuck. The fuck. Yep. Keep your distance. Your struggle shall avail you not. I mean, it's availing me pretty goddamn well right now.
This is going to leave a mark.
No, it definitely is an attack that his son uses.
Take this!
And Alize is still standing in the middle of those attacks.
I will not hold back. On guard.
Even in my memory of her, she still stands in those attacks. Motherfucker could fly now. You dare defy me? I dare to do it every day. Thank you very much. I don't think we'll need a little help. Doing what? I did the same time with him! Oh, sorry. Look at us go! Look at go! Look at go! Okay, sorry. I'm T-posing like you're OJ! Bring it! Me and Yoroshe are on the fucking ball for that. Where am I supposed to stop the charging from? I'll mount your heads upon my wall. I wanna... Yamate, Yamate.
I will not hold back.
Loaded gun shield. Oh no. He has a gun.
This is going to leave a mark.
Focus. Release.
Ba 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 ba. See, we're all together. We did it. We did it. Yeah. Parent friendship. I just realized how chunky my goddamn weapon is. This isn't right either. Emperor, Lord Varus, he wasn't there. The Academy was given full charge of the project. Though these events are as you remembered them, this is not the truth, not entirety. Whoever this is, your mind has been trying to protect you from them. You hit your father. Did your father shoot you? Did your father shoot you? The only reason why you survived was because he aimed for a non-vital part? Or did he shoot a friend? Well, if it isn't via Varus, then who the hell was it? Who could I possibly have to hide from myself, my father? So it was you who pulled the trigger, father. Sid, look, his eyes! He was tempered, right? Yeah. No, he can't be. I mean, he can be. He doesn't have our protection. So yes. Don't be so surprised, sir. If contact with Dalmanu was able to stir Bahamut to consciousness, then it stands to reason that the Dreadwarden discovered a way to link the tower and thereby enslave your father. Also, didn't we cover this in the goddamn thing I have to do daily with the roulettes about him already being tempered? That's what Guy is told. In that case, there was nothing that could be done for him. There was no arguing, no reasoning with such individuals. There's only the will of the primal. And if Bahamut was controlling your father at the time of the accident, it's not your fault! Ha! In all likelihood, it wasn't an accident. So the truth finally comes to light. It's already been to light, like I said! I know that you don't have to sit through daily roulettes when going through the main storyline, but Gaius all but explained it to you during that time. Literally. Bahamut's thrall, and no one was the wiser, not even your own son. Gaius was! I just... gave. Ye crazy bastards did it. Once Miuoto described the descriptions to me, I'll have those weapons forged in no time. On behalf of the Resistance, you have my deepest thanks. I'm glad I could help. Ever since that fateful day, the truth of what befell our loved ones has eluded us. I held the Empire and your father responsible for their part in the tragedy, and for many years, that hatred was all that kept me going. Indeed, I was blinded by that hatred, so much so that even you appeared to me as an enemy. I could not see the blood, sweat, and tears you have poured into bettering the lives of those seeking freedom from the Empire. I could only see a Garlean, and for that I am sorry. But if you can forgive me, let us be allies united against a common foe. Come now, I'm the one who should apologize to you. After all, my father and the Empire did. Even if it wasn't of all of their own volition, their crimes will never be forgotten. I'd even hazard even victory over the Empire won't be enough to ease such pain. And even now, I know the truth behind the Baj incident. All it's done is make you question the choices that led me here to this moment. But regardless of the past, we have to keep pressing forward, one step at a time, for freedom. Just as heroes of Eld would have done, we both grew up on such tales, of perilous warriors pure of heart and unwavering in their conviction. Yet here we are, so full of doubt and uncertainty. Will we ever earn our place in the pages of history? Let me let you in on a little secret, hun. Those warriors of old were just as full of doubt and uncertainty. It's just people tend to not like to write down those kinds of things. You know? Or when history books go back through and write them, they don't put that in there because it's not a cool thing to admit. Cheer up, Vaj. As soon as we live long enough, perhaps we'll be the ones to pen them. You saw the crystal focus? You say the crystal focus is no longer responsive? It would appear that what source of aether resided within it have been depleted. I did not expect our exploration of your mind to be such a taxing endeavor. Once I identify its etheric affinity and the source, power source with a complement energy frequency, compliant energy frequency, I'm confident reserves will be replenished. I thought perhaps the Alliance could use it to extract information from some of their less cooperative Garlean captives. But nothing's ever that easy, is it? I'm afraid aetherology is beyond my scope of expertise, so I'll leave the rest to you. If you need anything, don't hesitate to call me. Thank you for all your help, Master Sid. Well, I better head back. I've a mountain of work waiting for me. Before you go... If you ever feel lost, you can always talk to me. Of course. If I run into any Aether-related problems, you'll be the first to know. That's not what she means! She might have a crush on you! You're stupid! Right, I must get back to work on Crystal Focus. Hey, Sid of my harem! I think you have a girl that's crushing on you. Talk to her. Everything is at last in place to begin work on the weapons of the Queen Gunhilder's Guard. Master Garot will be able to apprise you of any further progress in the forging. In the meantime, we will begin preparations for battle. I look forward to seeing you on the front lines. Attuning the unlock. Okay, cool. Meanwhile, in Damaska. Having a bit of clipping a problem there, game, with that flag. Huh? Somebody might need to see into that clipping problem. Our spies in the Gungos encampment have confirmed works of the blades of the Gunhilder are underway. They are more than welcome to them. Who needs need of such trinkets when the Lady of Blades will soon be in play? We'll proceed as planned. When their forces reach Bajja, you know what must be done. Understood. The Empire is fated to fall, but in its place a new nation shall rise, grander and mightier than anything the Garleans could ever have dreamed. Sure! It should be made possible by the very power they abhor. You mean, I'm gonna be the one leading them, right? No, I am not. I'm not. The power of boobs? Oh, Lady of Blades. Okay, fine. Boobs. And those thick thighs! Come on, y'all! Oh, see the change. I'm not distracted, shut the fuck up! It's Inception. Well, those thighs were goddamn good, too. And the hips. Those hips! Here, you here? Good. Ready to get to work on the resistance weapons, eh, lass? Please note that I'm completing the Fire in the Forest. You will receive a resistance weapon for Astrologian. I guess I go through for each of them? I'll go for the Astrologian first. Changing classes will prevent progress during this. You like the name Resistance Weapon? It crossed me mind to call them Gunhilder's Blade. Alright, Night Wolf! Hope you sleep well! But after talking with Regia, we'll be confusing them with Scenes, the name of the Queen's Guard! And he wrote, your timing can be better before you get working on earnest. I was hoping you could tell me a bit of what went on in Sid's noggin. I'd been hearing a fair bit from Mikoto, but I'd like to know if you saw anything different. Sounds like I was right to ask you before sending to work. It seems to me those fancy markings on the weapons are mainly for show. I can copy them, but that won't be enough. It sounds like they were carved into the hilts as well. And to make sure the spell can take hold, you need to finish with a fine powder that's conductive to aether. For material like that, I reckon you need to consult the alchemist Oet, Raz, and Han. And only I can think of one person who's close contacts there. Oh gods, you don't mean... Aye, the demoness Socorin. And no worries, lass. It just so happens she's been keeping a steady shipment of supplies here on contract. If we say we need the powder for resistance, might be we convince her to waive the costs. She ain't one usually do business for charity, I know, but it's worth a try, eh? I've seen her... I'll see about getting in touch with her, and after I do, you go meet with her, figure out the rest, okay? Well, you don't expect me to meet with her, do you? Working on the resistance of weapons is keeping you busy by half, and Drake, what's your name here? Zalton. Master Geralt, my name's Zalton, but more importantly, what if Mistress Rowena doesn't agree to the charitable contribution to our cause? I'm sure and Baj will ask her nicely, she might come around, but never mind that, we have important work to do. As for what we'll find Rowena before she's left for Gungos, she said she's stopping over at Kagane for... how about you go meet her in the tea house? We'll make a... Damn! Can I abandon this and, like, I don't know, do the... What's the... One second. Oh well. By the way, can I still, even if my XP is above, you know, it says down to 81 plus, do I still get XP even if I've already, you know, out-leveled the area? No, I can always see. Okay. I'm gonna switch and do... Perfect. Okay, I have to be level 80 for the quest. Okay. While I'm gathering things for the weapon, do I have to continuously stay as that weapon? I mean, as that class. In the sense that probably I'll have to go out into the field for it. I'm grinding now, okay. Just when I accept the quests and all other fun stuff. Alright. Cool. Was wondering when you'd show up. Girl told me everything. Lucky for you, my business here was at the Bavarian consulate. Here you are. This should be enough powder for one of the resistance weapons you're forging. I've had to hand it to Garot. It seems he spends half his time getting deeper into debt and the other half avoiding payment. Fine by me, though. Thanks to his scheming, I have little more leverage over the Resistance, and by extension, him as well. Pass along the message to Garot and Badge for me, won't you? If they require more material for these weapons, I'd be more than happy to supply them. For free, of course. Same goes for you. I know your adventuring types are always looking to prepare for any sort of encounter, so if you're looking to forge in another of these resistance weapons, and I suspect you are, I know, right? You know where to go. I'll see my girls in the Revenant's Toll and Idleshire kept their shelves stocked. Until next time. The power weapon's nearly finished this night. Needs a nice coating of that powder to finish the inscription. Of course, the bloody found what we needed. As much as I hate fattening her purse with another man's coin, at least now we can do our part for the Resistance. Shiny sounds. That's absolutely cool looking, actually. Feast your eyes on some of me finest works to date. Best of all, the description will react to Aether. Right weapon to rally behind Bow and Solus. I reckon Gunhilder will be proud. That should be the glory of the fabled blades born anew. Hope is not yet lost. All in a day's working for your old pal Geralt. Of course, this is only the beginning. Your skills with the hammer were truly a sight to behold, Master Geralt. And to see Ishnai wielding one of their holy blades thus, it is as if I'm standing before one of the heroes of Eld. When the time comes to battle with the Empire, our brother-in-arms will be looking upon you in no courage. On behalf of the Bosun Resistance, I offer you my humblest thanks for your aid thus far. I'll love to start fresh on another weapon, but I've used every last morsel of the powder on that last one. Meaning we'll have to find ourselves indebted further to Master Sorino when we require more. I must consult Baj before we continue onwards. Looks like we're taking a short break then. If you find yourself wanting for another weapon though, come and speak with my helper here. I think I've earned myself a nice big flagon of ale tonight. To celebrate the forging, of course. Of course. Repeated quest now available. The quest will be accepted. Be sure you change your desired weapon. Purchase from... songs. This is not feudal. Oh wow, that's a huge... Just that? I mean, the amount of materia, fuck yeah, but I mean... The item level? Damn, that's a jump downwards, which I guess is the reason why... Metal... Okay. Let's unlock actually getting into things. Time for battle draws near. It's good to see you, my friend. Though it came at great cost, I'm pleased to say that Master Geralt succeeded in reforging the weapons of Gunhilder's blades. Indeed, the Queen's illustrious guard has last been reborn. When the deed was done, word quickly spread to each faction of the resistance, and as we hoped, it is reaffirmed their resolve to press on and see our home return to its former glory. In fact, our troops have already reclaimed at Aegis, an outpost in the southern front. When you're ready, I'll ask you to make your way to the front lines to better assess the situation for yourself. So just can show you the way. Okay. New. They waited. No. Since it's not feasible. Red Mage. You wish to forge in the resistance weapon? We do have surplus of materials for the first, but what remains is the matter of the powder. We first resolved to undertake the forging of the weapon. We understood it would come at a considerable cost, but no exaggeration to say a single weapon is greatly taxed our coffers. It's a shame we'd ask this after you've done so much for our cause, but might we prevail upon you to procure the powder on our behalf? Hopefully acquiring the powder... acquiring the means to barter for additional powder shouldn't be too taxing for a worldly adventurer such as yourself. Okay. Alright. Ah, Blade Ciarfox. I was been expecting you if you come with me. Blade? Is that my rank? Oh, right. I am a part of the Blades now. Rules of engagement are different from what you know encountered before. Read them, understand it, get their upper hand. Ha! Though possible to join... Beginning 71, all players will be synced to level 80. All job actions unlocked through level 80 will be available on duty. All players are subject to leveling systems at the front indicated by the resistance rate. Performing admirably in large-scale battles such as skirmishes and critical engagements will increase your mettle, akin to experience points. Simply defeating Imperial troops and beasts is not enough to prove your mettle. You must participate in successful military operations. If you demonstrate sufficient mettle upon reporting to the Resistance Commander, your resistance rate will climb. These higher ranks will grant you access to more areas to the front. Upon successfully completion of a military operation, you'll gain regular experience to the point in addition to mettle. This experience will be applied to your next job as normal, so it's recommended you consider using the job that's not reached level 80 to take advantage of the experience pool gain. But wait, there's more information! I understand what you actually have to do the I understand what I must do, because I guess people haven't read through it and Trench warfare! Trench warfare! Woo! Woo! Yay! I'm glad you could join us, Blade Ciarfox, and not a moment too soon. Allow me to introduce you to Gunnar's Braids. Dang badass mask, my military training, High Mate Exum, Master of Flames, his fury of his art rivals even the furious hells. I sold the eagle eye in the brightest of days or the darkest of night. No enemy will escape her sight. That's not a reference to any lanterns. Static, the unwavering blade of Bonja. The foes dash against his shield are beyond counting. Available, the Bladeful, his unbridled fury can fill entire cadres with a single stroke. Aggie, the Iron Fist of Boja, a young prodigy whose martial skills even put the most seasoned veterans to shame. Blaz, the merciful blade. No foe, however terrible, will dissuade his blade from finding its mark. Will I need to remember who they are? Rest assured, this is not the guard in its entirety. A number have already taken to the field and will benefit gratefully from your presence if you're willing. With Gunhill's blades and the Warrior of Light leading the charge, there's only a matter of time before the Castrum Licor is ours. Licorice! It's now Licorice! Speaking of which, I believe you have yet to see the Castrum. If you follow me, I'll show you the objective of our struggle here on the southern front. Tuning? There we go. Tune yourself. Additional to the region. Yeah, cool, cool. What's around there? It's around there! There it is, Castrum Licorice, used to be the Garlean moniker. Its true name is Al-Muruk, which means eagle in Bajan. And they too once were made their homes on these mountains. To our people they are a symbol of strength and good fortune, both which were sorely needed when the Empire first invaded. But we didn't dwell on past failings. Now we have a chance to reclaim what is rightfully ours. To remind the people of what we stand to gain, I have chosen the name to call this operation Operation the Eagle's Nest. Like the great eagle, we must strike hard and swift. And with you at our side, I have no doubt we shall see this through to the glorious end. I mean, I guess we will. When I show up, sometimes, maybe, eventually, off and on. Before you rush into battle, I believe Koto wished to discuss the crystal focus with you. Good tidings, perhaps? Ishnai. I have rather exciting news to share. As you recall, the energies of the crystal focus were spent on our exploration of Cid's memories. After careful analysis, we have concluded that it can in fact absorb aether in a similar fashion to our site we discovered in Avalat. That assumes, of course, we have a suitable source of energy matching its ethereal frequency. And there lies within the problem. The crystals bear a specific ethereal signature that are quite rare. We could never have hoped to amass the quantities needed. Were we to locate an aether current of the correct frequency, however, charging the focus would be a matter of course. Unfortunately, such currents exist only in regions of rife with Imperials. Mokoto wishes to wait until the fighting has died down, but I explained to her before, time is the luxury we can ill afford. I am sure you understand better than anyone that bloodshed will only cease when a victor is decided, and the death toll climbing ever higher on both sides. The horrors of this war weigh heavy on the hearts of our people. A burden which could be eased were we able to employ the crystal focus, healing wounds not of the flesh but of the mind. Plans to locate an aether current are likely underway, but I suspect your help will see them expedited. Might we ask for your assistance in this endeavor? Pressed for time as we are, Cid has already begun work on a monitoring device to locate a sufficient source of aether. I would join him and see the final preparations. In the meantime, I ask the two of you to investigate a location I believe to be near an aether current. Sorry for interrupting, but a few of our soldiers wish to have a quick word before you depart. I expect their intelligence will prove useful in the field. But I just do stabby stab. It doesn't matter what you tell me. I just stabby stab, 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 stab. Stab, stab. Appreciate your willingness to help, but you must always place yourself in such peril. I'm sorry. I understand you only do what must be done. We all have our roles to play, and I promise to fulfill mine as best I can. Stay safe out there. No fucking promises. Ever. Never. Ever. Ever. Speak with, learn more about the battle. Blade Ciarfox, a moment if you would. I served as the historian for the Boson Resistance, and Marsak told me you may be able to help with my work. I need to tell you how the atrocities of wars can wear on a soldier. As such, it has been increasingly difficult to find one of sound mind and body who can accurately recount their experiences on the battlefield. You shouldn't trust me then. For hardened warriors such as yourself, I guess, I suspect keeping track of the account of the foes you face shall prove a rather trifling task. No, not really, because I'll lose count of how many I've slaughtered. It's not to say I expect a detailed record of every interaction, mind, but should you trade blows with any notable figures, however, I would hear of it. After a certain point in battle, everything looks the same, except when it's bigger than me and is like in an instance. All the information gathered from the battle for Baja will ultimately be compiled within my field records. Here, you may use this to take any notes of any innumerable encounters on the field. I realize this burden this places on you, but which I would see personally that you're duly compensated for your efforts. Record. I'll call certain quests, skirmishes, critical evades to your notes. These notes can be used to add entries. Any unused notes can be exchanged for various rewards. Speaking with a parting word of advice, if I may. While there is no telling what you may face in the southern front, Dismar over there may be able to assist you in finding worthwhile battles for our field record. Ciarfox, happy to revert from, if I'm not happy to advise you in the situation. Okay. Capacity reach. Okay. Abilities used in safe areas. Safe between areas. Defensive, I don't know. Alright! Night, hon! Hope you sleep well! Alright, let's do this one little thing. And then... Oh, yeah, you have to register for them. Okay. Greetings, I take it you're soon joining the others in the field. Field, yes! Though my duties keep me here for the most part, I hear tale of the carnage wrought in the battle by enemy soldiers and their warmock and blah 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 blah. Indeed, the Imperials often prefer to wait until their intended target has been weakened before sending more troops to deliver the final blow. Yet for all their cunning, they are remarkably predictable. Oh, I'm not finished yet. If he's on, okay. Alright. The Mach 727. Okay. Let's suppose you destroy one of the War Machina and the enemies receive word of your victories. They'll no doubt assume the effort was left you exhausted and perhaps even badly wounded. A perfect opportunity to send reinforcements and overwhelm you. But what if, unbeknownst to them, we're prepared for the arrival of these additional troops? Would it be an opportunity to further diminish their ranks? I'd ask you to venture out on the battlefield and fell 2 4th Legion Nimrods and 2 4th Legion Slashers. So they decide to send reinforcements, element supplies to favor them. Critical engagement. Switch. Specialize. Increase your metal as well as learn. Happen. Okay. Which reminds me, since now I'm level 80 when I'm not really, what's the... Start the mission. Got a shower. See how this goes. Yeah, I can't enter it now that it's already started. But yeah, they have different mechanics in there that you have to, by the looks of it. Not like having a ghost with me. It's kind of creepy but cool at the same time. Damn. So that ghost seems to be wearing something that's not my outfit that I'm currently wearing, but hey. Whatever happens, happens. Come here. Whatever happens, happens. Hilarious that I can't have my chocobo here though. Hi. Oh, you turn, and none the worse for wear, I see. I think there's more than that we can say for any Imperials who dare cross your path. But enough about them. I would wish to ask you notice any peculiar crystalline objects on your time on the battlefield. Clusters, we call them. The Bojan incident wrought the most unexpected change in land, which we believe is caused by these clusters to appear. Our quartermaster would have any samples we can find for further study into this phenomenon. We haven't much, but we could certainly she'll reward you for anything you can find. Upon defeating War Mechana, there's a chance clusters exchange gains price. Priority, exchange for various goods. Don't mind me asking if you have time to report to my commanding officer. Good that he knew that we were talking about him to look over to make a... Considering all you've done to help us this far, I'd say you more than proven your mettle. You certainly want to hear about all you've done out there. Blade Ciarfox, what's news from the front line? Offer. There's no other soldiers to count for it. I would believe your report a work of fiction. The troops are no doubt inspired when they hear of your accomplishments. I look forward to hearing more of your continued success. The resistant quest is available. If you have nothing else, I'll keep you. Please stay safe out there. Woo! Alright, done showing that off now. So what we're gonna do... head back to the way home stuff. Hey, how are you? Yo! I just did the cat carrier, not the cat carrier, the, well, there's a bunch of cat stuff, but the stuff with, guns, the gunblade stuff, so that I have that area unlocked to start grinding while I stream. I'm gonna have to run to use the restroom in a second. Lovely, and then exploring Guild Wars 2, nice. So I think I played Guild Wars 2 when it first came out. I haven't played since a while. Wow. I'm gonna have to run to use the restroom though. You caught me as soon as I was about to go say that I was gonna go do that. So I am so sorry about that. And hi QX, how are you? Once again, sorry! Be right back.